Howdy ho to each and every single one of you. Welcome back to episode 3 of me not only building budget PCs, but also business. This is Brick by Brick. So in our last episode, we built this honker right here, and we had him listed for about $900, which is a bit high, but you know, a bit optimistic. Build in some room there for negotiations and whatnot. And I had said that we had 2 people that were very interested in it. I know you're all wondering, you know, how much did I sell it for? Well,
nothing! Absolutely nothing!
Yeah, that's right, we didn't sell it. Well, the first one flaked, obviously, and then the second one was a scam. You always got to be aware of that. I'm not too bothered by it, though. I get to do what I love. That's all I care about. It'll sell eventually. But on to the good news. For today's build, we're going to be doing a commission, which is going to be the first one in Brick by Brick. The only real restrictions we have is the budget, which is $550, and they want it to look cool. Alright guys, so to start us off, we do have the MSI B550M Pro-VDH Wi-Fi motherboard. This motherboard isn't anything crazy, nothing like super stellar to write home about. However, I did get this as a combo with a CPU. And that CPU, we did get a pretty nice deal on. The CPU I'm talking about is the Ryzen 5 5600G. I got both of these for about 60 bucks, which is just amazing. And then for our graphics card today, we have the Twin Frozer 7 from MSI. More specifically, it's a GTX 1660 Ti 6GB model. I got this guy for about 50 bucks. Pretty sweet deal if you do ask me. And then for our RAM today, we ended up going with 2 sticks of 8GB Vengance LPX, clocked at 3200 megahertz. It is so brand new that it still has peelies on it. And I got this stuff for like 30 bucks. Now that we have all of our test parts laid out, let's go ahead and get them all hooked together on a test bench just to make sure they're compatible and all work together. Hey everyone, I just wanted to go ahead and address something real quick. We've hit so many landmarks so fast already. Both episodes of Brick by Brick that have come out so far have both hit over 1,000 views at this point, which is more than I ever thought I would get on any of these videos, which is crazy. We're almost at 100 subs. And most importantly, we have our first hater. You know who you are. You look stupid. Get out. No one cares. Carry on. So I went ahead and hooked our test bench up to an EVGA 450 80 plus bronze power supply. Now there's only one thing left to do, and that is flip it and stick it. We have fans, we have lights. Do we have display? Yes, we have display. We also have the RAM in the wrong memory channels. Give me 1 second. Whoopsies. Anyways, now that our RAM's in the right channel and we know our hardware works, we can go ahead and start putting this build together. And then of course for storage, we have whatever the cheapest NVMe drive is at the moment, which is the $55 1TB Kingston on sale on Amazon. And then for our cooler today, since we're on more of a budget build, I'm just going to be using one of these stock Spectre fans from the AMD Ryzen CPUs. I have like 5 of these things laying around. I want to get them used. So.
Till it's cool, just cool, nice.
And then for our case today, we do have the Okinos Aqua 3 off of Amazon. It goes for about $60 on there, and when it comes with 3 pre-installed ARGB fans and a controller and everything else you can need, I'm willing to say this is the absolute best budget MATX fish tank case. And all you have to do is flip around some of the fans. And now that I have the fans flipped, we can go ahead and finally get this thing assembled. Hey, I'm editing and then realized I didn't record a segment for our goals. So of course, number 1, as far as breaking even goes, we're about 300 in the red. So the next build we sell, we're gonna be in the green, which is great, which then lets us get to goal number 2, which is going to be to go ahead and buy a scale and some packing materials so we can start shipping on sites like eBay and Jawa so we can start making even more money, which is going to be amazing. We're only going to snowball from there. And then goal number 3, we just need to go ahead and pick up some more parts so we can get some more stuff listed. I'm hoping to get into GPU flipping as well, just on the side. That's like easy $50 for doing basically nothing. We just have to hold on to them. And then if they don't sell for a bit, we can use them in budget builds. So either way, it's a win-win. Back to whatever we were doing. So as you guys can see, we did end up going for another red and black build. There's a few reasons for that. Number 1, he said he really liked the first one we did when I showed him it as a reference picture. And number 2, as you guys can see on the GPU, there's little red right here. Also had a leftover cable extension, so I thought that'd be kind of cool as like a racing stripe to go with all the black interior as well. So now all we have to do is go ahead and get it benchmarked. So for the first game, we have Fortnite on Pro settings, which is pretty much far view and everything else as low as possible. Now dropping in, we're seeing some frame droppage. That's just because we're rendering the whole map. That's fairly normal. But once we hit the ground here, it jumps right back up. And then it took me about halfway through this fight to realize that my mouse was set to the wrong DPI, so I'm missing absolutely every shot, and that's the excuse I'm using, not just because I'm garbage at this game. And then after I snagged that easy kill, I went ahead and left. I have a 100% kill rate, why would I ruin it? Totally not because I was embarrassed, and that's definitely not the reason why I'm now showing off my super creamy neon movement in what's totally not a custom game. Now for Valorant, with any solid system, you can pretty much crank the settings and you'll do just fine, easily over 200 FPS like you see here. Now most importantly, the game our customers can be playing the most is Call of Duty, running here on the balanced preset. Now because I know it's my God-given right, I quickly pick up a gun and shoot the first motherfucker that breaks into my house. I then mow down the man on the corner because I done told him to hop off my block. And I found one of my customers cheating on me with him, so I busted a cap in his ass too. If you're still watching and not asleep, go ahead and check out another video. Maybe even like and subscribe. Have a lovely rest of your day, everyone.